Hey guys, so yesterday I was able to run the cluster. I restart the node and it's suddenly able to run. That's interesting to see. So what I will do now, I will just try to reset the whole thing. Try to reset the. So I think what we actually need to do is to visit the. Where's that? Yeah, yeah. So if I go in here, you will see that they have some kind of purging here. So we can actually I will not do this one. I would rather do before any kind of installation. I cannot remove the okay. The one thing I definitely do before I run any kind of class initiation is that okay, let me check. I need to connect to my correct Wi-Fi here. So let me just reset this one for now. So let's wait for resource. What I will do now is try to initiate the cluster and check port range and things like that. So that's one way to read the config file. So in the template file, I will actually okay. Okay. So now, okay, one thing I want to do is that I will connect to a remote home. So this is a good config file. I'm not sure if I ever use this one. So we remove it for now. So the Google config file is something like that. Yeah. The whole thing looked pretty good. I don't have any kind of complaint or anything like that. This is some kind of 8,000 IPs. This is like 4,000 IP. So I think this is good enough. If you look at this the config file, I think we don't have anything to concern about. There's one thing I'm not very sure though, which is this endpoint, which is pointing to the core development source, and I'm not sure if all the node can use it to join the node. So what I will do now is try to run apply. Yeah. So there are something I would do in the future. For example, like for a simple node, I would say I would just go with this kind of partner subnet and the domain, and I will not customize too much. So the point is that try to use Ansible to create playbooks, and then those playbook will basically we run all these commands for us in a sequence, and then it put up it will put up for us on some kind of yeah, it will be up for us and join all the nodes at the same time. So what I do now is to run Kubernetes here. We will wait for a few seconds. Oh, there's one thing I forgot. So if you talk about the core config, you should talk about uh, let's say you should have the and this is the master node. So it's something to think about. Yeah, I'm not sure if this one should be done, but okay. After I run this one, I feel amazed that it's run really fast. So I'm not sure if everything is working fine for me or not, but I definitely will run this command in the second master node. So let's go to okay, interesting. Okay, so what I will do now, I will just run the whole thing again. So for the first step, basically I do the update kernel version. So yeah, so this one is markdown, so I will just copy the whole thing instead. Let's just run this one. So while we are waiting for that, I will move on the second one. Just rep install one update kernel.md. This one should be same directory, but will be install CRIO. So we have some kind of update. And add CRIO and stuff. Uninstall Docker completely. Okay, so I think I will need to make sure that we don't have any kind of Docker compose in our machine. We just don't need that. So yeah, so in this part, we have a guy who so say, yeah, let's just go with this two command line and go with this for, yeah. So let's go back here really quick. So we have the question here. So what we did is yeah, I will commit some kind of code every now and then, just because I feel like it's better to start initiate on uh, the document Kubeadm we didn't need. So we have the markdown here. So it will be a beginning. So I will need to go on here. I will just need to copy the code every now and then. I think that it would be useful. Okay, so we have removed the thing completely. I will do what we do now is copy the whole thing and actually just run it. I would do it in the future using a kind of Ansible things, since this is some kind of things that I need to install every time in every machine. Okay, so that is so after CIO, obviously I will need to I'm not sure if I even need this one, just not making any sense. Because the place where we actually install this kind of thing is way below it, so I think it's somewhere down here. I'm not sure. I think there must be somewhere where I install everything. So I know that when I run down here, we see that it's actually working. So I need to install some kind of networking plugin and then modify the installation, things like that. Okay, that's pretty cool. The weird thing that this one only support 24.1, but it's fine for me. I don't have any trouble with. So the next thing is definitely I would say to actually disable swap and run some kind of loading the module and and some kind of network. Um, I'm not sure all about this one. It's just weird. I would say. I don't think that I will need to do something like this one. It's just uh, definitely not something I want to do. So I'm just gonna go into remove the whole thing. The IPVS is actually useful, so I think this whole thing is will be understandable and make sense for us. Yeah. So I would say let's let's go with let's add a third guy here, a third markdown here. Um, I'm not sure. This could be config network or something like that. So let's go with this one. I will remove this for now. And obviously, the first thing we do, I will just copy the whole thing and run off this one. So there's plenty of thing here. So the first thing, yeah, obviously we have those gap export swap. So we can just copy this whole thing up here. I'm not sure about this one, definitely not sure. But if you look at this one, you can actually see that you have one for that and okay. So in our group proxy, yeah, we have that car mode. yeah, I think that's good for now. So let's go with number 2 here. Yeah, so I think this is good for now. Let's just disable swap and do all that things. And install IPVS. Okay. I'm surprised that it's really fast. So the fourth step is install Kubeadm. So definitely this means you try to uninstall everything. Okay. So I'm not sure about this one, but the next step I know it definitely uh, so it should be referring to number 4, I think. Yeah, like that. So Kubeadm, then we run this command. Sometimes you have to know what you're doing, so that's really up to the developers to really get that. You don't expect too much, but yeah. So you can see that this actually installed Kubeadm. Number 3 is confident work. hell is this? Okay, let me just this is my path. So we have the network claim plugin and Kubernetes CNI do 617. So yeah, so you know what, let me mark unhold for this guy. So this one is what is depend on Kubeadm and Kubelet. So I need to mark unhold. So the version is correct. The fault is that I think this is something I have to fix in the next video.